It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the 49ers and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there.
Still first down.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Murphy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
Hey, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Here's Murphy to throw on 2nd down. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
To throw is Murphy on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Last time out, of course, he threw the interception. Then they gave up the touchdown, surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Murphy on 1st down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. He juked him, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Murphy now to throw on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Looking deep for Jennings. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Murphy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the outright. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jennings, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels...
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. Throwing to start the drive. Murphy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murphy. This one caught by Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw. Murphy. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Looking to throw. Murphy feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. To take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here. They've got it 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Murphy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Able to slither by. He'll get this down to the 38.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 31. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Murphy on 1st and 10. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. One of the tight ends comes in motion. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, it's short and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. 107 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Murphy looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Touchdown! 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, 38 yards. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th-quarter lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let it...
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Shifts by him. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the run that seals the victory. Once again, it's Mitchell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run over center with Mitchell. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heel.